Yeah, alright, welcome back to Andy's Shed. Now we're going to give you a rundown of the Godzilla engine and the 6R80 gearbox that I have here. So the engine I've got is a 7.3 litre Godzilla, we all know that. It's out of an S350. It's a pull-out engine. So I believe in the States, when they convert an F350 to the electric engine, they take the S350 from one factory to another, rip the engine out, convert it to electric, and then, yeah, sell it off. So this engine's a pull-out. Led to believe they only do like 5 miles or go from one side of the road to the other, from one factory to the other. And yeah, that's what I ended up with. So it's out of an S350. And yeah, the gearbox we have here, 6R80. It's out of a 2017 Ford Mustang. 6-speed auto, hence the name 6R80. Fairly how things off it at the moment because I have had it mounted to the engine. You'll see that later on. And yeah, went for the 6R80. It's a bit more complicated running the 6R80. A lot of people like to run the TH400. The 6R80, I went this way. I wanted to keep it a Ford gearbox and a Ford engine, all Ford components pretty much. And yeah, running this gearbox is not the easiest option, simply because no one's developed a package to work with an ECU for the 6R80. I believe that Ford Motorsports has done one for a 10R80, but not the 6R80. With the engine, with the wiring in this, I'll most likely go with the Terminator X from Holley and Holley's engine wiring loom. I've got the original one here that come with the motor. I don't think I'll use that. I'll probably go with the Holley loom and their ECU with the Terminator X. I'll look at getting Holley fuel rails. I'm not going to do the Holley front engine covers or any of that sort of stuff. It fits pretty well in the car with what I got. So yeah, look at Holley ECU, Holley wiring loom, unless something else better comes out that incorporates the 6R80 into the one package. Because to run that 6R80 as well, I'll probably need to get a US Shift Quick 6 package just to control the gearbox, so that the gearbox talks to the engine ECU and they work in conjunction together. Quick 6, a lot of people in the States seem to use them. They seem to be a pretty good product. They're highly recommended. So it'll work, it's just if I can find a package where someone's incorporating it all into one ECU, happy days. I'm prepared to wait. I mean, this build's got a long way to go, so I don't mind waiting. Yeah, stoked to have this engine, stoked to have this gearbox. Loving this build so far, learning a lot. It's been good. So the only way I could get this engine to work for me with the Rod Shop IFS front end was to use the 417 Motorsports sump. I imported it from America. Wasn't sure if it was going to fit or not, and until I got the sump, it sort of confirmed my clearances, it'd be pretty good. I know Profab, they make a front sump version to go with the standard Ford cross member, but with my rack and pinion steering, that wouldn't really work with what I want to do. So I needed to, yeah, go with that 417's Motorsports sump and yeah, get it to work for my application. So what I might do now is pull this sump off, chuck it on the bench, show you the differences between the standard sump, 417 sump, and also give you a look at the bottom of the engine and have a look at what's going on there and what's changed so that the pickup's in a different location and the bottom of the sump is brought closer to the bottom of the engine. So, alright, we get stuck into resting this engine upside down and pulling this sump off. It's not fun. Another thing I probably should have mentioned running that 417 Motorsport sump is you've got to run an external oil filter. So obviously removing the original sump with the oil filter on it, going to the 417, they don't have the room. So what they do is, I believe on this side up under here, that's your return. And on this side, two filter. So you've got a dash 12 thread to run to your oil filter. Righto, so yeah, as you can see, I've got it flipped upside down. So I'll rip it off and give it a look. So since I've put this sump on the engine, I haven't had oil back in it. Debating whether to get the sump powder coated, because eventually I reckon this will oxidise, and I don't like the idea of polishing a sump. I want to drive my car, use it. I don't want to be polishing sumps. And I'm not a fan of that oxidised look. Should be 4 of them. I feel as though I've missed something. This needs to be unbolted. Yes, it does. Let's do that. Just like that. Nothing else. Just like that. Easy as. So yeah, thumbs off. Alright, these things are gorgeous. Seriously. They're gorgeous. Righto, so just grab the camera off the tripod and I'll wipe some oil up first. Right. Now I'll get the camera off the tripod. Righto, so with the kit from 417, you're relocating this oil pickup, this black piece just here. You're relocating it from here. They sent you like a wash plug to go in there, and this elbow, this whole sort of machined bracket under here, relocates the pickup to here. We've got some baffles that go around the pickup. Yeah, this plate is part of the kit. A couple of the bolts, these ones, these three on this side. Sorry, wrong. These three on this side come with the kit for clearance issues with the sump. Tighten it, bring that sump in closer. And yeah, oil pickups chain driven from the crankshaft. Comes through this rod, pickup, yeah. And as for the sump, there you go. Just sat it on this, give you a bit of an idea. I'll grab a ruler and show the difference. So let's do the height, basically where the oil filter is. On the original sump, 205 millimeters. Same spot on the 417, so 148 millimeters, thereabouts. So it's quite a difference. The pan is a little bit longer in this area than the Ford transmission. Oh, the transmission. Than the Ford sump. But yeah. Big difference in height. So yeah, so these are the engine mounts that I made. Bit of a lengthy process, to be honest. Sitting the engine in there, getting it ready, getting it sitting where it's supposed to. Yeah. So this is what we ended up with. This bottom half here is from the rod shop. I used the tube out of their engine mount when you mount the 460 into the IFS front end, and all I did was made up this plate. So I used half rod shop, half mine. I did consult with a local engineer in regards to this design. Maybe not. Anyway, you get the idea. I did consult with an engineer. My concern was weakness in this point here, being the thinnest part. Also the length of these, but he did reassure me that having these welded so close to the end, that wouldn't be so much of an issue. Yeah, so that was good to get some feedback to confirm that it would work. Yeah. So it's just the old Jack Daniels boxes. It's still template. That'll be this side. You get the idea. Yeah. So far so good. Yeah, thought I'd give you a quick rundown on 417 Motorsport sump. Like I said, this thing, gorgeous. Any questions, any info you want, send us a comment and I'll try and answer your questions to the best of my ability. Get this sump back on, or it continues to leak oil all over my floor. This thing is an absolute gem, it is gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's oil return lines, bungs welded to the front of the sump. So if you want to run your turbo applications, they allow for oil feed, or oil return lines I should say. It's good. Righto, so in this next video we should be, what are we doing? Yeah, cutting out the trans tunnel, hopefully getting that gearbox mounted in there nice and properly and getting it bolted up to the engine for the first time. Enjoy. So anyway, I thought I'd show you what I'm doing here. Something a bit different. Anyway, this is yellow tongue. Just whipped it out of the old mezzanine floor up there. Because some bloody turkey took a chunk out of it with the bloody spare wheel carrier on the old patrol. Guess who? So anyway, what we're doing here is trying to figure out the arch that I need to incorporate into the transmission tunnel to cut it out. So I've gone upstairs, whipped this out, folded it up like that to give myself some clearance. So I reckon I might use that as a template. Sticky tape these two pieces together at the bottom here and go from there. Plan is that's roughly the top of the gearbox is roughly there. And these are the marks that I took earlier. If I can hold that there and come in sharpen it, I'd be pretty happy with that. Sharpie. Something like that. For everyone that knows what a bloody XYXW, XR, XT firewall looks like, it's going straight through the handbrake cable outlet. So it looks like that'll be going. Yeah. So one thing left to do, and that's to get into it. Cutting out the whole the gearbox. Started on that. So I'm just trying to figure everything out. So once again, here's the engine mounts with the bottom half also put on. Number one aim here was to make it serviceable, so you can get that nut off the back of that bolt, and also get the nolithane bush out. That should give you an idea of how it should all go together. Also with this driver's side, with the air conditioning compressor on, you can still remove that bolt, which is helps out a lot too. Anyway, we'll try and drop this motor down in there and get that gearbox up. We're going to figure out where it's going to live. Engine's sitting in there, and its mount, nothing's tightened up. Engine's still a bit loose. Yeah, she's sitting in there good. A little bit higher than I would like. And in here. So we cut out. So. Ready to start there. We'll lift this gearbox up. See how we go. Alright, so far, just got to take it forwards a bit. Like we're tight, just here and on this side. So, get the grinder onto that. Alright. Didn't give it a trim just yet. I'm going to play with it a bit more. I might get this. hope you guys enjoyed that episode. A bit of an explanation of why I chose that 417 sump. Big thank you to Phil from Filthy Builds. He helped me out a lot with the measurements and deciding on using this sump. If anyone gets a chance, check out his channel at Filthy Builds. He's put the supercharged Godzilla in his XB coupe. Should be a bloody weapon when it's done. And also another bloke putting the Godzilla in his Falcon's jet skis garage. It's going to be a pretty epic build as well, so support the guys, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Till next time.